Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So right now we're going to talk about Chuan Park, one of the most top launches in last year 2024. So when it launched in 2024, right, it exploded on the internet. A lot of people were saying like, hey, 2,500 per square feet for an OCR project. It's crazy or what? But there are others who say that it's a very rare gem to get an area just right beside the MRT station. So now, before we go on, if you really like such topics, such property talk, please help me in this. Subscribe, like, or comment whatever topic that you want so we can progress further and share more with you. Alright, so let's start with the concern first. Because it's a big talking point in Long Chuan, we're going to start off with 4 different concerns that I already come up with. First one be about pricing. Yeah, about 2,500 per square feet. This is actually one of the most expensive OCR project. So like a 3-bedder, about 900 square feet, it costs you about 2.3 mil. Then that's the kind of number that makes you spill your coffee, your brain just freeze out and wow, so expensive. Even for OCR, how do you get into such price? Secondly, it will be about the developer. So if you are aware, actually some part is going to be done by Kingsford. It's the same developer who's done Momentum Park. So Momentum Park project actually came out very well. It's just fully sold and all. It's a very nice project, big swimming pools and all, and there's not a lot of complaints from the resident. However, if you look deeper into Kingsford reputation, they actually done certain other projects, for example, such as Hillview Peak and also Water Bay, and we've had actually workmanship complaints. So there are some of the concern by investors as well. Is Chuan Park a good place for you to go into? Thirdly, about the supply and congestion. So for Chuan Park, right, it's going to give you about 916 units. Further down the road, there are actually 2 sites up for bidding and it's actually sold off recently as well. That will give you close to about 1,000 units in the area. So then if you add up 1,900, that's almost nearly 2,000 new units going to come out in the market in the near future for Long Chuan. With so many supply, can you imagine like 2,000 units, about 1,000 plus cars on the road, traveling all around together with you? It's going to be a congested area. So is this worth it for you? Let's say in terms of daily movement around your housing. Last but not least, also the investment risk. With so many, yes, a lot of analysts actually was very blunt. They actually put that Chuan Park is not a very top project for you to invest in. Basically because the PSF is actually quite high. So even your neighborhood HDB upgraders might feel like taking a step back into going the area. They might invest into somewhere else. So when that happens, your market pool of potential buyer gets smaller. Then as well as with so many new units coming right up, your competition is actually very high. And you have also projects such as Grand Diamond, which people will find even better or more worthwhile for you to enter in at a lower price. So like every story, there are 2 sides of the coins. So now let's into the good side. Despite what was being said, from August till date, there's actually more than 12 units being transacted. So is Chuan Park really that bad? So if we look into certain value propositions such as Chuan Park, right, the location wise, it's just beside Long Chuan MRT station. Very few private project can actually say that, hey, I'm standing just at a plot just beside it, which take you less than a few minutes walk to the MRT station itself. And moreover, this is a very big project. Imagine you walk out of your gate, just step to MRT straight away, or any interchange, you just go home, it will be very easy. For drivers, no need to worry, CTE is nearby. Yes, we have a lot of vehicles. CTE is also one of the most used expressway in Singapore, but it's just off CTE. So it makes going to work, going back home easy as well. If you're working in CBD, actually it's only about 12 kilometers apart. There is a lot of difference when for OCR project 12 kilometers to CBD area compared to when you're staying in OCR area, for example like Choa Chu Kang or Jurong, where it takes you about 20 to 30 kilometers just to hit to CBD. Okay, so another reason to take note of is actually the new launch project of Chuan Park. It's actually the first one in over 10 years. So yes, we are saying that, I was mentioning that there's other projects around for more worthwhile to go in, but then they are not as new as you. If let's say you are a buyer, would you want to get a newer flat so they have lesser concern about renovation? Or do you want to get an older flat and spend more money on it? That's one thing for you to consider on as well. Nextly, we have also about the quantum wise. 2-bedder was about 1.55 mil during launch. So if you compare to other projects around the area, for example like Scala, which is about 14 years old, the price gap makes a bit of more sense because you're paying that a bit of more premium for newer stuff. Then next lastly will be the first mover advantage. As I mentioned earlier on, there are other plots of land down Lorong Chuan area. So for Chuan Park, you're actually the first one to move in. Then now with first mover advantage, that makes you having a upper advantage. So if you saw the latest GRS sale about Lorong Grove area, both plot land hit more than 1,300 per square feet, close to 1,400 per square feet. So with that kind of high price, 80% or actually going to hit slightly more than 2,500 when they come to the market. So they actually even out the playing field when it comes to resale for Chuan Park. So in conclusion, 1 year on, is Chuan Park still worthy for you to go on? To me, yes, if you are a home goer, go and buy the area for your own stay. If you are an investor, you might want to consider some other project as well. There are a lot of upcoming projects which come in their lower entry as well, which you can consider. So that is my take on Chuan Park. So let me know what you guys think about it. Is it still worth the price, or is it still too much for OCR? Or if you want more in-depth details about Chuan Park in terms of the sizing, the layout and all, feel free to reach out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.